Welcome back, listeners, to the Full Send Rejects, a podcast where you never know what's going to happen because honestly, we don't either, especially today with you guys' state of mind.
Hmm.
I'm your host, Kodak,
I'm the other Kodak.
I'm not a Kodak, but I'm Bailey.
and today we are joined by our Schedule One expert on psychedelics, James Cooney, as pet hamster Willow.
With
Hi
a
guys,
W.
Willow with a W. It's so
Well,
good to be back. Thanks for having me, guys.
absolutely glad you're here. For our listeners, he previously joined us without Willow, I believe, on episode 50 to talk about Skinwalker Ranch and UFOs. And now he is here with his dab, his pet hamster, and his sleepy girlfriend, who might be a surprise guest, to talk about
Upstairs, so we're good. We're good.
Okay, very nice. You are here to talk about psychedelics and their medicinal properties on humanities, not hamsters. So,
That's why he is a
On
hamster.
the hamsters too.
on hamsters too. Oh, well, son of a bitch.
Potentially could
So,
work.
let's get swirly on today's episode and send it with Cooney. So, what do you have for us today? Or no, wait, pre-topic banter.
Well, we could
Topic banter.
get a little
It's our
taste.
podcast.
Get a little taste and then banter.
Hey, hey, this is your episode. We're glad to have you back on. I always forgot to mention you have your own little media thing you're
Oh
starting to
yeah. Oh yeah.
media. Give that a
Whole
shout out.
country media. We got a little bit of YouTube action going on and on Facebook too. I made the channel and got it rolling, and I kind of just do the things that I love, kind of travel, show cool things, history, like cooking, petroglyphs, outdoorsy stuff. If you're into that type thing, Coal Country Media on YouTube is where to find
I
me.
got baked and took a hike with you the one day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that we did. Hiking's amazing. I've loved it my whole life, and I feel more at peace when I'm in nature, you know?
Oh no, it was a YouTube hike. It wasn't really me.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought maybe like back in the day,
No, that might have happened to get high or something.
yeah, maybe an Ashland behind the Little League field or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be a good episode. I can tell already.
Oh, for sure.
Kodak vibe.
So yeah, we can do our pre-topic stuff real quick. First, we have the end of the Olympics. America's number one.
USA.
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 We're
USA.
trailed very closely by China. Very close.
So we tied in gold
Yeah,
medals.
you're communist.
Capitalism 1, communism 0. And Russia couldn't even play. Suckers. But yeah, America's number one. We watched a good bit of it. I don't know about you guys, but we saw some volleyball, we saw some gymnastics. I mean, America knows how to play sports.
Not a minute.
We were enjoying it quite a bit, man. It was nice coming home from work and like being able to throw it on, you know? Yeah. But one part of it, I
Seeing
just wanted
Gojira
to
was
like,
cool.
what was it?
Seeing Gojira at the opening ceremony was dope.
Gojira? I don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
that I caught that part of it.
They're the metal band everyone's mad about.
that was a surprise.
Yeah, totally missed it. Think I might have seen like one singer, Celine Dion, potentially during that. I don't even know what the hell I was doing.
Apparently, I didn't see her, but apparently she was good. Snoop Dogg. I mean, I saw Snoop Dogg stop an interview just to talk to a baby, so that was neat.
He was an
What is-
equestrian and everything.
He was all over. Snoop Dogg
He was.
is America's dog. Like he's freaking full on transformation. He's America's uncle now.
The whole
He's been for a
the
while.
whole thing with Kevin Hart with the horses, how the horses were crypt walking. It was,
Oh yeah. I don't think I've seen that, but I know what you're talking about with them
it was
dancing.
so
They like
yeah. He's like, oh shit, I gotta get that horse in a video.
I forget what it's called.
Oh, it was so funny. But still, did you see the girl that scored a 0 in the breakdancing
Oh,
in
God,
Australia?
Ray got
wait, they gave her a 0 for that?
They
I
gave
seen all
her
the memes. I didn't know what
What a 0.
actually happened.
He scored a 0.
It was breakdancing's like first Olympic appearance, and looks like the last because it's not scheduled for the next 2 Olympics. And she
It's
just
so bad.
We were like a 2.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I mean,
She
there's that one.
scored a 0.
There was a diver too, got like a 0 for a jump. She tried to like appeal it, but they're like, "Nah, you suck."
Did she just belly flop?
I don't know I watched the dive, and I quickly learned I don't know much about diving enough to score it. I think she kinda came down on her back a certain way or something, I'm not sure, but all
Mhm.
I know is Simone Biles is the GOAT.
Oh, yeah, she's
Forever.
freaking
And she was pregnant.
Yeah,
she was
apparently she's
pregnant
pregnant.
during
Get
that?
the fuck out.
Yeah,
Oh,
she announced
shit.
that she was pregnant.
During that whole competition, she was
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Think how dizzy
No
that kid is.
way.
So does that mean we get more gold
So dizzy.
do we get more
Uh,
gold medals for the baby?
Yeah, I'm not
hey,
like
honestly, well, technically, the baby is a gold medalist, right? Or
Yeah,
and whatever
I
else, like,
that's a
happened while she was in the stomach, so
Good qualification,
future,
good people.
that's pedigree too. You see her boyfriend? He's fucking, like, 7'4". Maybe
yeah, he's a
not that tall,
he's
but
a
he's
football
huge.
player.
yeah, he's already
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan Owen.
Yo, imagine their kids. They're gonna be, like, flipping, like, 80 times her what she does. It's gonna be
Yeah, they already
wild.
have some gold medals, it's insane.
so it said the baby's already a better athlete than its
Yeah,
father.
before they came out. Damn.
Yeah, the fucking winner of the Fetus Olympics.
The fetus Olympics.
Yeah.
I got 8 gold medals.
And I know that there was a lot of concern, but, like, during that last week, I was in Pennsylvania. I was not in France pole vaulting. I got a lot of messages and concern
Oh, yeah,
that I was
yeah, I thought
pole
that was I
vaulting
thought
in
that was
France,
you.
but I just wanted to let you guys know and everybody else that I was here in Pennsylvania working. That was not me. So, but
Oh,
thank
it
you
was
for the
confusing.
concern. Yeah, I'm sure it was heartbreaking
It
for that
was.
I
gentleman.
didn't mean to ask how that's going.
That is the biggest win that came from a loss I think I've ever seen in my life,
Oh,
though.
literally biggest.
The largest, the largest.
No
He got
question.
dicked out of a medal.
Nah,
It was quite a girthy dicking out of the
it
medal.
was. He did his
Poor
best at
thing.
pole vaulting, but his pole couldn't make the vault.
I mean, there's worse ways to lose. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you could be Australian breakdancer known for getting to 0, or you can be whatever country he's from and
he's
be known as missing out because your dick's big.
was it the Frenchman
Sweden?
or what? Well, no, I think it
No,
was a French.
he was Swede. Oh yeah, he might have been French.
Yeah, because I think
I'm
I made
not
a
sure.
comment. I made a comment to Anthony about it. I'm like, oh, look at your fellow Frenchman,
So we do it. So we do it in Paris.
and you're like, oh, way to represent.
FRA. FRA. Let's see what else happened. Men's basketball dominated, of course, as usual.
A lot of six. I think they said that 65% of the gold medalists, the gold that was won, were won by women.
Huh. That's
Well,
crazy.
wouldn't that just mean 65% of sports were women?
Yeah, they're not
The
really
USA
getting
gold.
dick.
Oh, USA gold. Okay, I know we're doing specific countries here.
Yeah, USA
Oh, I
gold were
thought you
won by.
meant like
Yeah,
huh.
well, did you know 100% of USA golds were won by Americans? USA. USA. USA.
It's an interesting fact.
You could even say that there's more Americans who won gold medals than there was American gold medals, because there's a lot of Americans that go play for other countries.
That's true, and there's a lot of
What
other
a way to
countries that
take it
come
away
play
from
for
the women,
Americans.
Anthony.
I'm not taking away from the women. I'm not Billy, okay? I believe they could be anything. Athletes,
Like
doctors, whatever.
our female table tennis team that defeated China was all Asian, all of
Yeah, I
them,
saw that.
and they destroyed.
Listen,
Oh,
we know how to
Brandon would
recruit
probably
'em.
love that.
Yeah.
How about how shitty it was for that one girl, the one little Asian girl who won the gold, and then that her freaking fiance
Oh,
to her.
wait. I thought
I
you were
thought she
gonna
proposed
say
to him.
talk about the Childs
Yeah,
girl
she
who
proposed
lost
to
her
him.
her medal.
Yeah, she proposed to him.
Oh, I thought it was
No.
he proposed to her.
Wow, so it's
Wait,
shitty for women to propose?
so she won the medal and then proposed?
Yeah.
I
There's
mean,
always
To
this
her
big
she
cry.
took
fiance.
advantage of the platform and the timing, and
Oh,
So,
I
babe, are
thought
you
it was.
saying women
I
can't
thought I saw a
propose?
picture of him. Oh,
yeah,
I
that's a
mean,
little sexist. That the
What's going
Yeah,
on?
now who's sexist?
We don't stand
okay.
for this.
I mean,
Sorry,
not to
babe.
sound sex.
Way to
It's
take it
not
away from the women.
sexist. Not to sound. So I'm not to sound sexist, but I'm about to sound racial profiling. But they kind of all look. I couldn't.
be
Look like what,
careful here.
athletes?
Be careful.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
like
I
right
thought
when
it
that
was the
candle
guy
happened.
proposing to the girl. They were wearing the same uniform. My bad.
I don't think he was in a uniform. He was just in the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just there.
Maybe there was another.
I think you're trying to save yourself for being a sexist.
No, I think maybe there's another
Babe,
incident
way to take this
where
away from the women.
maybe there was another incident where proposing, and maybe there's 2 incidents.
There could potentially have been 2 proposals during
Yeah,
the
there
2-week
were 2
period.
proposals. There
1
was a
proposal per week is the limit.
there
That's how
could
it
have been.
goes.
I'm gonna look it up now.
God,
Just
look it up.
so
I hope it comes back to women proposing, because there's 3 of us here that are for women proposing, and it doesn't know like you're one of those people.
I wish Liz would have done it.
Yeah, right? Can you believe I had to get her pregnant and propose? Ugh,
God, all the work.
I
Messed
know,
up.
honestly. Are you finding it over there? This is why we need a producer.
he proposed to her, shithead.
Oh, that's probably another proposal. There's one where
There's
Yeah.
another one.
there's one where they're in
See?
stands.
Yeah, and you tried to
So
make
sh
me look like an asshole.
So
Yeah, I
she was
know.
on the track, won a gold medal, then went over to say, like, greet them, and he proposed to her on the spot?
She won the gold medal.
Right.
And then it says there's mixed doubles victory. He greeted her with a bouquet of flowers, and then got down on one knee and proposed her after she won the gold.
Huh.
Oh,
Do you
well.
still have to kneel if she's on the podium, or can you just stand there?
I
What
think
if she
they
said
can
no?
probably just
How devastating would
can
that
you
you'd
be?
probably need a ladder because she would be elevated, so you would need to be above her, so you would need to bring a ladder if she was on the podium.
But you just like you just won like one of the highest like something you've been training for.
For
Way
your
to
whole
steal
life.
my moment, babe.
Like yeah, you steal that moment away from her and make it about yourself.
Well,
Yeah, it's not as personal. Like, moments like that should be together, not
yeah.
public,
Like
you
yeah,
know?
congratulations, you love me, but go fuck yourself. I just busted my ass to win this medal for my country.
Should have
Yeah.
said no.
I did see there was one person, someone won a gold medal for Taiwan, also known as Main China. And when they were flying the athlete back, they had fucking F-16s escorting the plane. She went off flares and whatnot.
Hmm.
Is that
Oh,
good?
Ashland.
Oh, you heard it. Okay. Yeah, that was one of do I dare open the door and let you guys hear it louder?
No.
No,
No? Okay,
listen,
I won't do it. I won't do it.
this software I use does enough work to try and get these noises out, okay?
Yeah, that was one of the tweakers from town on a motorized bicycle. He just rips up and down the street, like, you know what I mean? Hair mullet in the wind, like it's wonderful.
I know who it is.
Yeah, you surely do.
Oh, is there anything else from the Olympics?
Hmm. I don't think so.
All right, well, you know what? USA won. China, try again. Do better, okay?
Oh, we got
Step your game up.
the Little League World Series going on right now. I know Billy follows
Newtown.
that a little bit. Did they win or do they have a day,
They're
like a scheduled
undefeated.
day? Do they have a day they play? When's the next?
I have to look at the. We need a goddamn producer.
Hold on, I'm trying to produce, okay? I'm trying to
Well,
produce right now.
is that what a
So
producer
how
would
are
do?
both trying to produce?
Well, that's why everyone has a computer in front of them, and then you just look it up quick or a phone, you know?
Newtown
That's what I'm
plays
trying to
on
do right now.
Thursday at 7 o'clock.
Newtown plays so tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, 2 days at 7 p.m.
Yeah,
I took
Thursday at 7.
my
Or
partner
the
down last
Mid-Atlantic
year.
region?
I always wanted to go, but never went.
Ooh, PA? It's close, man. Go. Just don't go on a day that like Pennsylvania's playing because we accidentally ended up there right when they were playing. Although it
Oh,
was like a loss game, like they had lost and they were in the like playing the losers bracket. We
yeah.
ended up there and the traffic was atrocious. But any other time I'd gone, it's pretty nice. Just try to go like during the week or something, and you shouldn't have a problem. It's really, really cool. You see kids from all around the world, and the
The
whole
Yankees are
stadium is
playing there this
beautiful.
year.
At there?
Yeah, they have like their
In
whole little special thing.
oh, I didn't know that in Williamsport.
Yeah, I think
Huh.
it's Wednesday night, so tomorrow night.
The Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees, White Sox.
Hmm. Where is there a full-size field though for them to play on?
I will tell you the name of the field in a second.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. It's a minor league field that's kind of close,
Guaranteed rate field.
something like that.
What do you say?
Come
I don't know.
on,
Get off your phone. By taking part
you
in the
gotta be
conversation.
more creative than that.
Oh wait, no, that's
Guaranteed rate
Chicago.
field.
That's
Come on,
Chicago.
who
Ignore
comes up
that.
with that shit? Guaranteed rate field. Get out of here. I
When are they fucking playing?
don't know.
Saturday would be ideal, probably.
Yeah, well,
Need a
Are you
fucking producer.
are you guys UFC fans? Anyone like the UFC?
I've been wanting to get back into it for
Oh,
so long.
bro, get
I
back
just
into it. You get a weekly card, more or less, once a week, every Saturday. You'll either get like a fight night or like an actual card. Like this weekend coming up, it's an actual card and it's a title fight. Israel Adesanya versus Dricus du Plessis. And yeah, it's gonna be a real good one every week. Even people like that you don't recognize, like they go out and they're looking to make a name for themselves, and you see a lot of really good fights. Fun to
sounds
throw a
like it's
couple
gonna be
couple bets down, couple parlays, you know.
sounds like it's gonna be the biggest fight involved in Israel this week.
What's up?
I'm sorry. I should have ran from that one.
God damn it.
Nah,
Ah, yeah. I used to watch it all the time, and then for whatever reason, I
get
love
back
watching.
into it.
I always get distracted.
I like putting a long shot parlay down. So like you put it down before the fight start and you bet every single fight on the card. Sometimes I'll just take a quarter and I'll flip a quarter because like that's how it is. Like one punch will take somebody out. So you really never know. Some you know, but a lot of times you just never know. So you just pick each fight. Usually it's like 14 fights in a card, and then you could put down like a quarter to win like $800. It's a lot. So I like doing that. I'll put like $10 down, $20, and throw some
I
parlay in.
like having hope.
Yeah, you get hope.
Well,
That's
and
me with a baseball bat.
I think it's better than buying like lottery tickets at the store. I never win on those. I feel like I have a better chance to win
you
if
won
I'm
our tickets the other week.
on
Mhm.
FanDuel.
$10.
Yeah, $10 off of $20 worth of tickets.
$10 off 20 worth of tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a ripoff. It screws you over. And how do we know that that money's actually going to the elderly of PA?
How do we
You
know
know?
any of our taxes go anywhere they're supposed to? Okay.
Exactly.
He's
It's
got a point.
crazy. They go to overseas wars, man. It's wild.
Hey, the current. I think at least 10% of PA's lottery tickets goes to Ukraine's invasion of Russia.
10%. I think it's a little more than 10.
Maybe 15. Lottery tickets fund invasions.
Honestly. So don't be buying them.
Someone needs to run on that ballot.
Or all the
Someone
elderly
else-
of PA buying the lottery tickets that when you're trying to go to work, like, and you're late and they're playing like 10 tickets right in
Oh,
front of
every
you.
morning.
You gotta love that. Like very specific numbers too, you know,
7 a.m. every
and the
morning.
person's getting it wrong, trying to type it in.
No, Sean's pretty good.
Oh, also the Perseid meteor shower was going on the last 2 nights here in Pennsylvania.
You had a Perseus.
Yeah. So like I don't know, I guess it comes yearly and you could see it after midnight both nights, last night and the night before.
I saw some good shots from it. I didn't see any of it personally,
Yeah.
because I'm a
And get
sleepy
the
boy.
same. When I get up for work at 5 o'clock, it's tough to
3:30.
go drive. 3:30, that's early, man.
3:50. Well, I have to be there for 5:30. I usually get there early. I'm there till about 4 o'clock.
You start 1 hour earlier than me. So I start at 6:30 and I leave at 5.
Fun times.
Yeah,
I started at 8.
8.
The, Fri-
That's not bad at all.
the Fridays I should have every week are nice when I have them.
Yeah. I sometimes get an overtime day, but recently it's not been like that. We get our Friday, Saturday, Sundays off and happy campers.
Oh, I remember that business.
Yeah, it's nice. What else? Oh, last night also you could see the Northern Lights from here.
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah,
We
I was
always
like,
miss.
"Mm,
I
something."
never hear about this till afterwards.
Yeah, you gotta be on top of it,
Man,
man.
Well, then
Gotta
you have
be
like
on top of it.
an alert system. Here comes the Aurora
Social media.
Borealis. I'm not on social media that much anymore.
no, I just came back to Facebook.
I prefer sleep.
Really want to cut down on my social media usage, but like it's a necessary. I'm not going to say evil. Well, yeah, I will use the term for lack of better, but it's a necessary evil for certain things, getting yourself out there and staying connected with friends and family and people that you just wouldn't be able to talk to normally, you know. So it's nice and getting news like that.
Yeah, taking a break was awesome.
I
I
bet.
suggest that.
How long did you take a break from? For?
Like a month and a half.
Full month and a half, and you just had your phone for calls and text, or
Yeah, and Angry
and
Birds because of who I am as a
and
person.
and the hub? Wink, wink.
Red tube.
Oh, RedTube, man, huh?
We changed
Mhm.
everything.
The classics, you know. All good options.
Help me, stepladder.
Don't forget the hamster.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
leave Willow
yeah. I
out of
need to freaking look and make sure she's still in there. She scared the hell out of me.
Awesome.
I'm getting all set up, getting things organized. Like I have my notebook in front of me, my laptop, and getting the dab rig set up and the phone. And I looked down and I almost stepped on her, and I thought it was a freaking like mouse in my house. And then she came back out, and it was the hamster who I'm now holding. I have her like pretty socialized to be held, and when I open the cage, she'll just run out onto your hand. She's really, really cool.
I'm glad we got Willow on the podcast.
Yeah, she says what's up. She did. She like said what's up.
Is that what's up with a W?
No, it was no. Yes, that was WASSUP is. I had to get clarification from her.
Okay.
I'm glad you can speak hamster. For anyone who is trying to learn to speak hamster, there's a website called X Hamster. Go there and no, a lot of oral stimulation on there. It's not gonna help.
Oral
Kids
stimulation.
can listen to this, but they maybe do. After we rambled out some porn sites.
Oh, hey, yeah, they're not all porn sites. There's things on there. There's Pornhub.
All sorts of hubs.
Click on some sort of Wikipedia pages. I'm sure you'll see something skimpy.
Remotes.
Remotes are remotes. Apparently, people suck on remotes. That's a new thing I learned.
Hmm. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Why do they do that? Is it one of those like My Strange Addiction type
Maybe
situations?
my leading theory is like there's a joke where it's like, hey, does this turn you on? Because turn on TVs, but
It's premium channels.
yeah, premium channels. You got that Skinamax. I don't know what else. I don't want to know. There's things you have to walk away from, and that's one of them.
There's a comedian who has a bit about that. I forget who.
Probably someone in cable, back in the cable days.
Cable guy.
Fucking Jim.
Oh no.
Will you intercept me?
I'd intercept me. All right.
Oh, I went to Rite Aid to get my prescription filled, and the lady asked for my license, and I gave her my license to shag. It's an Austin Bowers fake like ID that I've been presenting to people when they ask for my license.
Please
Yes.
do me a
Oh, it's
favor.
great.
You
Yeah.
ever get pulled over? Start
I know,
recording.
dude. I've been waiting for it, and it's either gonna go really well, and they're gonna have a great sense of humor, or it's gonna like they're gonna be pissed. But
Just start speeding
I don't
everywhere.
like drive dirty, so I'm all typically
You're either
just
going to
driving to
get off
work.
scot-free and get a warning or go to jail. There's no in between.
It says
All right, I'm going for
license
that
to
headlight.
shag, license number 6969, issued 1969, baby. Class swinger. Sex.
I've seen
Yes,
these
please.
before.
Hair on chest, teeth crooked. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Definitely worth the $4 I paid at the Bloomsburg Fair last year.
Well, I know we're stopping this year at the Bloomsburg Fair.
I gotta
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you a story from yesterday.
This is all more remotes.
No.
I hope not.
So yesterday I wore my
Soundbar.
I Heart Dilfs shirt,
Okay.
Oh,
and I was in the mountaintop gas station. And you know how I know the lady that works there.
Sure.
I used to live down in that area, and the sheriff, Officer Harry, was in there. And she goes, "Hey, I like your shirt." And he read the shirt and he was laughing. And I looked down and I realized I was wearing the shirt. I forgot all about it. And I looked down at the shirt and I said, "Yeah, I like it too." I said, "It's a shame it didn't say I love fucking DILFs." Cause I'm like, cause I really love fucking DILFs. And
Like,
he his face turned bright red and he left the gas station. I've never seen a cop get so embarrassed. I said, "I should have used that one when you gave me a ticket."
poor girl got away with it.
I would have
this
too.
guy had actually given you a ticket before?
Yeah, when I
Oh,
ran the
no
stop
way.
sign.
I was just gonna suggest that he maybe had a crush on you or something if he turned red and left, but that's crazy.
No, I ran a stop sign a few years back in the development.
We got a
Mm.
badass.
Apparently,
That doesn't work.
calling it a California roll is not.
California stop sign.
Illegal defense.
Yeah, I said I didn't. He's like, "Oh, this is not California, and this is not how we do things here." I said,
The
"Oh,
sushi stop.
well, that's the kind of I went with that." I said, "Oh no, it's Pennsylvania, and I prefer a Philly roll." And he didn't.
He didn't like it.
No,
Not a fan of
Well,
sushi.
I mean, as long as when you get a ticket, you get like no points, it's typically like you're dodging a bullet. Because if you get points, that really sucks. But like, if you get a ticket and you just have to pay $150 or whatever it is, like whatever, you
well,
know.
see, like I had like tickets before, and you pay your fine, and but when you run a stop sign, out of all the fucking speeding tickets, you
Wouldn't that be? Yeah, yeah.
all the speeding tickets, you paid a freaking fine. You go to the stupid municipal, the fucking go to the municipal building, you pay the stupid fine. A fucking stop sign. I got points on my license. Had to wait a fucking year for a 3 second for a fucking yield.
Wait, they got you for points on that?
I had 4 points on my license.
I once got pulled over doing 97
Dude,
miles per hour and got no points.
you are fucking lucky. Why?
It was on
Yeah,
the
I'd say you were only going 10 over.
it was on the turnpike, so it wasn't as bad, but it was still pretty bad. But yeah, no points.
And you know
Yeah,
what?
on Turnpike you can do 80.
But you know what?
They don't care. It's 70.
You
And
pay for that little extra.
Yeah.
you know what got me?
The cop.
Besides, no, besides that, it was my he's like, "Oh, I probably would have let you got away for a warning if it wasn't for your mouth." And I'm like,
Who would have thought?
"Oh, didn't even tell you what to do though." But yeah, I thought I
You
thought,
should have told them. That could
oh,
have, you
I thought I
know.
would be charming. I thought I was charming. I thought sarcasm would get you on a ticket. Haha. She's so funny. I let her get off on a warning. No, he thought I was being sarcastic because he looked at my license and he's like, "Oh, you have a lead foot." I'm like, "Well, no, I don't. You know,
Whoopsie.
that's discriminating, officer. You shouldn't be judging me based on that. That's discrimination. Good thing I'm not black." Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
all right, we're gonna move forward from that one.
But I shouldn't have
This
used
is
all that. Yeah.
listen, we're here at Full Send
It's a
Rejects.
white neighborhood.
Listen, here at Full Send Rejects, we record in colors.
But no, you thought yeah.
Wow.
I support all police officers. I thought it was yeah.
All badges matter.
Listen, me and Officer Harry, I have a very, very fun relationship now. He gets my sense of humor now that I paid my fine.
You should go put like a stop sign sticker on his car.
You know what he still tells me every time he sees me now? He goes,
Stop.
count to 3. He goes at a stop sign, you count to 3.
That is the law.
Every time he sees me, he gives me the number 3.
Just give him one.
Praise out, praise Dale.
Every
Praise
time.
out, praise out. Vroom, vroom.
Stupid ass counts to 3. Guess what?
Can't count that high.
Guess what? He's a dilf. Won't get 3 pumps.
So he's a dilf, huh?
No, he's not.
That's.
You-
Can we roll back the recording?
You're the only dilf for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Answer.
The right answer. All right. So before you talk about getting arrested again, we've almost been way more pre-topics here. We are ready to move ahead to our main event of psychedelics and their medicinal properties.
Hooray!
Sure,
Yay!
hold on.
I was gonna say, did we lose him?
That would have been a bad time. He's got all
Getting
the
a drink. I am very sorry for that timing, but yes, I am here. And the topic I wanted to discuss is I'm going to refer to it as the new psychedelic enlightening because you had the initial psychedelic enlightening where, well, not enlightening, but the counterculture used LSD and mushrooms and in the 70s and late 60s, you know.
What a
Uh, yeah, so that's the first time that psychedelics really became mainstream and were experimented with, but they weren't ever like taken by uh, like labs and tested and looked at for the mental health benefits. So like
bunch of nerds.
yeah, nowadays we live in a time where we're lucky enough to be alive during this second psychedelic awakening and for mental health. I'm gonna Elon Musk put it best, and this isn't an exact quote, but he said something along the lines of psychedelics and MDMA can make a real difference to mental health, especially for extreme depression and PTSD. We should take this seriously. And that was taken from his X or Twitter, whatever, to previously Twitter. So he himself is an advocate of psychedelics and microdosing, and we'll get into it. I want to focus on mushrooms specifically because there's all sorts, and right now in the US you see mushrooms everywhere. You see them sometimes at gas stations. Like I went to the cannabis festival, they're everywhere. It's kind of like a gray legality area now, and a lot of states have them legal or decriminalized alongside with the marijuana, like California, Oregon, Washington, and those states. And the reason is psilocybin has been scientifically proven now to cause neurogenesis and increase neuroplasticity in our brains. And neurogenesis, for those that don't know off the top, is the ability to create new neurons, brain cells, and connections between neurons. So people who are mentally ill, say you have depression, you're depressed, you're stuck, your brain, those pathways to happiness, like are broken. You can't find them anymore. These mushrooms, this substance causes neurogenesis in our brains, and it's incredible. It's incredibly effective for depression, PTSD, uh, what else? All sorts of different ailments.
can confirm.
Yeah. So psilocybin mushrooms, the trippy ones,
Sounds like Billy's gonna
cause
start tripping.
does, doesn't it? So some of the things: depression, PTSD, addiction, anxiety, lack of motivation, artist and writer's block, and people just take them for creativity sometimes, especially the microdosing, which is what I'm gonna move into next. So there's a difference between macrodosing, it's called, and microdosing. Macrodosing is partying with it, like taking
Yeah,
a larger dose to where you
Taking enough.
get
isn't it like macro dosing just like when you use like your Apple products to get high?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
You keep them, you tape them to your chest while you eat the mushrooms.
It's the Steve Jobs of tripping.
Steve Jobs, we're gonna get into him. He actually is an advocate as well and consumed
And I didn't even
microdoses himself, yeah.
That
But
doesn't
yeah,
surprise me.
macrodosing is taking an amount that will make you feel the psychedelic effects strongly in one sitting. So that would be taking 4 grams to where you're tripping pretty hard. You're getting visuals of things melting and morphing, loss of sense of self, loss of sense of time, increased reaction to stimuli, lights, music, animals, other people, increased connections to nature and other people. It'll also show you people who you don't vibe with. So like pay attention when you're tripping.
my
But
cops.
Mike pretty much. Yeah, you have like a when you're tripping hard like that, now they know. I have a source up here from Harvard studies with brain scans, and the whole brain is lit up, absolutely lit up. So when you're normal, you're using roughly 24% of your brain. It's something in the 20s, low 20s. And when you're on a psychedelic, your brain is firing on all cylinders. So you're using 80, 90%. So that's what's making you see the environment around you and hear things differently and just you're on a different plane, really. And this plane helps people to feel better. A, a lot of people will describe it as the like one of the most influential, important times of my life, like having a session, you know. And gonna go into now microdosing, which is what originally I was gonna talk about. But microdosing is getting the same benefits as far as the mental health benefits for PTSD, anxiety, and all that. Microdosing is just taking smaller amounts. So you're taking, like, we're talking a tenth of a gram, 2/10 of a gram. So amounts that are so small that you could eat it after breakfast, go to work, and not even feel it, not even notice. It's just whatever. It's like taking an Advil in your
So
day.
there's
And
literally like no, like you're not like hallucinating or tripping. You're just
exactly, exactly. So I myself, my personal experience, I went through a period of depression. I felt lost. I felt like totally stuck, I felt like I'd never get out of it. And I just felt absolutely lost and stuck and down and just, like I'd never break free of that. And then I read an article and it was like an article from like one of the Ivy League schools, some kind of article about it treating or using psychedelics, well, psilocybin specifically to treat untreatable depression or treatment resistant depression. So, yeah, that really caught my eye and I did so much research. I joined forums and did all sorts of studying and then yeah, I microdosed myself and
perform the experiment on
yeah.
yourself. Then
Yeah, exactly. So just very, very this is years ago now. 4 years ago maybe 5. Because like as a kid and a teenager, you experiment and you do it more on the party side of things. Like for mental health, it's different. You want to approach it differently. You want to approach it with intent, you know? Like
but you
you're
said you began to microdose like
myself. Yeah.
depression and whatnot, and
Anxiety it helps with as well for me personally, but I
you
was
You need to
think
depressed
try this.
and I was trying to beat the depression and I was reading so many stories of people saying the same thing and I always remembered like when I was younger like if you would trip you would feel really great the next day, the next week, like just better overall
Hmm.
well-being better, but like I never knew that there was actually something to that. So that you're feeling is the neurogenesis. You're feeling the neuroplasticity in your brain increasing and your sense of self is increasing. The best way I can describe it
The
and it kind
anti-hangover.
yeah, pretty much. It kind of like felt like taking like a blanket off yourself, and like things are more clear and very apparent, you know,
So
and you
Okay.
can get that from a macro dose, or you can microdose if you're scared. And a lot of people who have anxiety don't want to trip, you know, they're not trying to take 4 grams or an eighth of mushrooms and be seeing the walls melt down, you know, like they want
Well,
to.
I just dove into it.
Yeah, and I mean that's fun too, but you live and you learn, and with medicine and stuff, you want to have intent, you know,
Bill, you're a whole trip yourself.
I try.
in a good way.
So what you're saying is, what you said is this is like an anti-hangover. So if I take mushrooms after a night of hard drinking,
No, it's not like he said that in like a
It's the opposite
nonchalant
of a
way. It's not
hangover,
like, yeah, it like sharpens you, like it
but
sharpens you
drinking
and
on
makes you
it not
feel
good for you.
better. Yeah,
It's
like
like an antidepressant, anti-anxiety, and an
yes.
anti-everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
anti-mental health
it's
disorder.
really, really great for your mental health. And a lot of people are doing it and noticing. Like I have a list here of celebrities: Post Malone, Harry Styles, Carrie Fisher, Miley Cyrus. She did ayahuasca healing ceremony, which is
Aaron Rodgers.
similar.
I was just
Aaron
talking
Rodgers,
about this today.
Francis Crick, who is a biophysicist who discovered the double helix while tripping on LSD. Steve Jobs,
Fuck
CEO
that.
of Apple. Taking LSD was a profound experience, one of the most important in my life. It reinforced my sense of what was important, creating great things instead of making money. Bill Gates, I don't have a quote from him, but he is a proponent of or was, RIP to Mr. Bill. I believe he passed.
Bill
He
Gates
passed.
died.
Steve did.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. RIP to Steve then. But Bill
I was like,
Gates,
Bill Gates still kicking.
yeah, proponent, and then Elon and psychedelics MDMA can make a real difference to mental health, especially for extreme depression and PTSD. We should take this seriously. These are some of the smartest people of our time. You know what I mean?
Isn't Elon getting rich
And
on ketamine now?
he might be. That's chemically derived though, but it's the same concept. And you can go in, I think in Harrisburg, in like pretty much any city, and do a ketamine session where you go and I
They
think
have it
they
online
do it
now.
IV. Oh, I'm sure they do, but yeah, it's the same type stuff. I'm not sure if the ketamine causes neuroplasticity and neurogenesis as well, or what the actual scientific stuff going on in the brain is with the ketamine, but yeah, I'm sure it's something similar.
So
It's
my
pretty.
question is, how much do you trip with Willow with a W?
Willow with a W, not too often. She's pretty good with her mental health, but like it's there in case she needs it, you know.
I don't know. She's trying to run away from home.
Yeah, that's true. She's climbing out the hole and running around. Maybe it's a cry for help. Mhm.
She
But
wants more.
Sounds starting to sound like she needs to experiment there.
yeah. So another mushroom that causes it that does the neurogenesis and neuroplasticity is lion's mane. And that's the one that looks like it's like white and it looks like a shaggy mane on a tree. It grows locally around here, sometimes like up in the air. But it almost looks like a weeping willow, but like a little ball. I don't know. But yeah, they
Wow.
are very, very good for our brains, man.
Oh, it looks like a mop.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of does. It's like a white, and they'll grow like high in trees sometimes. So
I'm
like if
sure
you're
they do.
walking around here, look up. But those things are especially known for memory and sharpness. So if you have memory problems or like issues with memory, lion's mane is the way to go. So
You
yeah.
can buy this on the internet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they
lion's
have like
mane is
supplements.
absolutely, totally legal, totally chill. You can go in the woods and find it.
It's not a trippy mushroom.
No, it's not. It's totally, yeah, totally edible.
Huh.
And yeah, lion's mane is good stuff, and I know I actually have experimented with the lion's mane as well. I have an extract, and I would put it in capsules,
Hmm.
and that works so freaking good too. Like after couple days, like you really notice like especially for recall, like when you're talking, like
Oh,
yeah, it's really good. I have some, Billy. If you pass them through, I can give you some of the lion's mane extract.
I
I
might
haven't
take that
broken it
from
out
you.
in a while. Yeah, I mean, anything that we can medicate ourselves with that isn't a pill, a pharmaceutical is better in my eyes. Like I just feel like we've grown so far away from nature, and for how long the government pushed back against plant medicine, marijuana,
I wonder what happened
mushrooms.
there.
Yeah, I wonder why. Hmm.
Body's had more side effects taking actual medication than in anything else.
Exactly, dude. So like they're pushing that on us for profit and
We
nothing else.
lost the war on drugs.
Yeah, and places that have fully legalized are doing perfectly fine. There's it's a for-profit prison system, which is bad, because then you have people trying to make money off of people who are trying to like medicate themselves like genuinely, somebody who's depressed, like, or the granny who's consuming cannabis for her, I don't know, whatever.
Glaucoma.
Right.
Yeah.
Did we just lose him?
Bong rip time now. Sorry.
Oh, on rip
I
time.
muted for the bong rip. I apologize.
I'm saying got quiet.
Yeah, my glaucoma's acting up at the current time. I'm so sorry, guys.
Arthritis.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
arthritis, glaucoma, anxiety, a couple different things hit
I love
right
how
there at
you
that exact
tried to
time. I
oh.
unmuted for the clear.
Like, I remember a couple of years ago, I was put on meds. I'm like, "All right, we'll give it a shot," and it didn't go well. It did not. No.
Yeah, man, it's scary. Think about what they're doing in your brain. And like a lot of them, the SSRI ones, they say that you're not gonna have an effect for a month. Some of them 2 months. So like what's going on in there that like what are they changing? What like
You're
and
gonna get
it
real
scares me.
toxic is what you're gonna get.
It scares me, and I would rather treat myself with like a plant than not,
The
especially
problem
knowing
was,
how effective
like,
it is. It's insanely effective, like, and safe, and safe. Like, you're not gonna eat an eighth of mushroom other than like if you do a physical action, like jump out of a hotel room.
If you take
But like,
yourself out, that's different.
yeah, you have to set yourself up safely and have, like I said, the intent and have yourself set up safely with a trusted person like a sitter, depending on what the situation is, and get yourself some food, some music, some entertainment, and some drinks, and a safe space, and you'll have a good time. You know. Another cool topic that I have noted here that I wanted to bring up that I'm not sure if you guys had heard of. Have you ever heard of the stoned ape theory? And
no, but I'm curious.
this goes hand in hand with how these mushrooms are affecting our brains, because we have the receptors in our brains to accept them, right? That doesn't
You
just
mean we're
happen.
monkeys?
That's millions and millions of years of evolution, you know? So this theory, the stoned ape theory, is assuming evolution really occurred. The theory states that our Neanderthal and monkey ancestors may have discovered and started consuming psychedelic mushrooms in their diet, which then enhanced their brain function, increased brain capacity, and allowed them to evolve faster and develop larger, more complex brains capable of a lot more than past species.
Makes
And
room.
that's the theory. Yeah, so think about it. You're a monkey dweller and you're in Europe somewhere or whatever, and you got your club. Maybe you don't even have your club. You have a rock at this point, and you and your boys, you're just chilling out, and you come across a little patch. You
Play
eat
some
them,
games.
everybody starts shitting everywhere, you're sweating and whatnot, and then you can make tools and fire. It obviously didn't happen that quick, but in all seriousness, it could have happened like slowly over time, because if you're if you have tripped or know what to expect. It really enhances your brain's capabilities. It
I did
enhances.
make a really good fire.
Did you? Yeah, there you go. Point proved.
Cow needs flavor. Fungus makes cow taste good.
Lion mane.
I
Mm.
see rainbow when I eat fungus. I feel powerful. Let's do it again. Let's hide in cave and paint things on the wall.
Hunt panther.
Yo, honestly, think about it. Like, you see some pretty cool, like, ancient cave artwork and stuff. They might have been like all shroomed out. They might have been fucking
So
I'm laughing
zonked.
because yes, I think I saw yesterday. I saw an article where they discovered new art or new cave paintings, and it was literally just a couple doing doggy style.
Yeah, they were totally tripping.
Absolutely phenomenal.
They
They
spent so
they
much
were
time digging, doing excavations just to find a painting on a wall of just doggy style.
it was me in a past life before I reincarnated 50
It
million
went to
times.
the Olympics.
Yeah,
Before you joined Team Sweden or Team France. I'm sorry.
exactly. But
we
yeah,
passed it
same,
on to our
same.
ancestors.
Ooh, doggy. Ooh, doggy.
Oh, new one. Baby making position.
Instead of saying, "Oh God, fire! Oh fire!" Oh God.
Less smells in this position. Let's backdraft of Cooter.
Boy.
Oh gosh.
Okay, pussy.
You gotta think back then, they didn't have soap and water like that, man. They had to keep the smell away.
Oh, yeah. That's nasty to think about.
That's a thought I often have. Like, what did it smell like in like
Uh,
Oh,
medieval times?
yeah. Oh,
You know,
dude.
probably just
It was
to it.
probably even in Roman times, like all those
uh,
times. We're talking full, I'm gonna refer to it as a 70s bush, an untamed absolute forest going on. And then you
There's-
got like oh man,
Yeah, but
days
like
and days
70s,
worth
we
of
at least had hygiene.
yeah, you could take a shower, like it was probably layers upon layers of days worth of I don't even
Get that pube pro going.
Gotta,
they
gotta
had
get
their
a
own
good
little
shampoo.
pillows.
Their little Willy Willis had a forest.
Their
True. I
little
wonder if they, like, cut it off and, like, weaved it into, like, clothing for, like, a small child potentially or, like,
Oh,
a hat.
oh my God! It's like that one fucking skit from Jackass at the airport.
Wait, the one where they glue it to his face, all the pubes to his
Yeah,
face?
Yeah.
No, they
and
put him in the trunk of a car, right?
yeah, what the skill was supposed to be was him tricking the taxi driver into thinking he was a suicide bomber going to the airport, but the taxi driver was in on it, and he fucking, like, threw him in the back of the car, drove around in circles, fucking acted like he
Pulled a
shot,
gun on him.
That was classic. That very
and then
uh,
when he was done freaking out, they told him, "Yeah, by the way, these are our pubes on your face."
yeah, they were all in his mouth and
Oh, yeah. Oh my
he had
God.
no clue. He was terrorized when they got him out. Think he literally thought he was gonna die, it seemed like, so
Oh, yeah, that was genuine.
absolutely terrorized, and then they hit him with that at the end. The icing on top.
Oh, I gotta watch Jackass soon.
with her out lucky.
Weren't they putting out a new one? Johnny Knoxville's doing some kinda activity.
Yeah, they
Course
said
they
they're gonna
have.
make another one. I
I
don't know
think they're a
how.
little old for that.
And I thought
No,
they're
they got new people now.
Huh.
yeah, that's what they did for the last one. They had some of the original people there.
Yeah,
Everyone
and then
but
they had a
Bam.
bunch of new people.
Everyone but Bam because he's crazy, and Ryan Dunn because he can't drive a Porsche.
Aww.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Sam's doing
Oh, still
better,
too
by the way.
soon. Isn't he good? But I see that every 2 months.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, he's like over a year
He's, like,
clean and
bouncing
skating
back and
again.
forth. Oh, good for him, man. I
nice.
genuinely want him to do well and thrive. I want
Yeah, he's
everybody to
kicking
do
ass.
well and thrive. Good stuff. Come to think of it, I actually think I might have seen a skate video recently.
Yeah, he just did Love Park down in Philly.
Oh, he's still local? That's not good.
No, he's everywhere.
All over.
Yeah, I think he's in like Minnesota tonight or some shit.
Hmm.
I follow him on Instagram.
I want to be in Minnesota tonight. Damn, I have to go to work.
Minnesota does sound nice. Hey, we got anything else for psychedelics or macro dosing caves and
I
somewhere?
no, I just if you're on the fence about it and you're in a bad place and you're feeling depressed, then it's a definite solution. There is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and it can help. So do some research, look into it, and yeah, try it out.
I'm here waiting for
Safer.
fucking VA to get off their ass and go to study because I want to be signing up right away.
Yeah, you gotta do some searches.
Well,
There's all sorts with the ketamine,
they've
especially.
been going back and forth with the VA about trying to treat PTSD in veterans with mushrooms, and I'm sitting here
Yeah.
waiting.
Well, yeah, they freaking should, man. What are they waiting for?
I don't
But you
fucking
can do it yourself, and it's a gray area now. Like you're not gonna get in any trouble if you have like an eighth. Like don't grow them and stuff. Like don't be selling them. But if you come across a chocolate bar, which you often see at like gas stations sometimes, or like the
they
cannabis
really sell
festival,
it
I've
at a
seen them.
gas station.
Dude, yeah, it's pretty wild. They're getting pretty open now, like with the gray area legalization with it. It's more
They even have
like
like
if you go to
coffee now.
Jersey,
Huh?
yeah,
Oh,
mushroom coffee, mushroom, everything.
It helps like relax you, like detox and
The mushroom coffee that you're talking about is called Mudwater, I think. That's one of the brands, and it's a mix. Lion's
Yeah.
Mane is included in that. So
makes
if you
sense.
get the Mudwater, it's a little more expensive, but it's got all of the good legal ones. No, none of the psychedelic ones.
Mudwater, I know you sponsor stuff. Sponsor us.
That'd be fun.
Mudwater? That'd be
Yeah.
cool. Mudwater's pretty tasty. I have a little bit in my cabinet right now, actually.
I want
Gonna
to
have
try
to
some, so sponsor us.
have a sip. Mudwater's delicious. So freaking good.
all those good
Oh, heard.
antioxidants and stuff in it.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we're gonna try to get Mudwater to sponsor us.
Yeah, Mudwater at I will take a bath in Mudwater.
Send me stuff.
A bath in your product to sponsor us.
Yep.
That will be great. Well, I'm gonna sound some emails. I have a proposition for you.
Well, we can hit them from both sides. I'll come at them with the Cool Country Media emails, and you come at them with the Full Send emails, and we'll freaking get them. We'll make it
It's a
happen.
plan. It's a
We got
plan.
this.
Put it in action.
Yeah.
Get clean of
How we get
kitty
our first sponsor.
with Willow.
Now with
Oh
Willow,
yeah.
that'll be
I'll make sure to post like a photo of Willow, like when you guys post this episode in the
Right.
Do you have
comments
like
on
a
for Facebook.
do you have like a bag of the Mudwater or whatever it comes in?
Hold on, let me go grab it. It comes in like a tin. This one that I have is a tin.
Yeah, put a picture put that on her cage or next to it and then just take a picture of that.
A picture of her on top of the tin of Mudwater.
it's
Yeah,
Willow.
dude.
Okay, I just grabbed it. Mudwater. It has masala chai, which is black tea, ginger, cardamom, cloves, nutmeg, black pepper, cacao, lion's mane, cordyceps, chaga, reishi, cinnamon, turmeric, and Himalayan salt. So that's sorry for the door, quite the mixture. But yeah, it's pretty nice. But I'll
And that
definitely get some pics loaded up. You have to remind me when you're getting it edited and getting ready
Well,
to
the
send it
goal
out.
is to let this process overnight and post it tomorrow. If not,
Oh, no way.
I should have it the latest tomorrow.
everything process.
Cool. I'll be able to listen to it at work. What's up, work, Jimmy?
Yo, Future Jim, how's it going, man?
I'm gonna have to crank that up when it happens and like do like a mic drop as I'm standing there. Like a window drop. I'll drop the window on building.
How's Double Hung doing?
Oh, it's great. I was over there today actually.
That's
I
fantastic.
actually have a double hung window tramp stamp. You know what I mean? Like
Well, seeing what you did in France, I'm not surprised you have a double hum.
sure, yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming back on here to talk about medicinal mushrooms.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. It's a very important topic that I think it needs to reach people's ears. It's important because mental health and quality of life, if you don't have it, what do you got? Like, you need to prioritize that. And, like, that is something that could change your life, like, in a great way for many different ailments. So, thank you for having me on, and thank you for letting me speak my word, man. Appreciate and lady, appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
And for our
Man,
listeners,
no, have a
our-
good day, future.
Oh, thank you, sir.
future. We'll be wrapping it up here. We appreciate everyone listening. Please follow us on our socials if you enjoyed this episode. Our next episode, in a weird, ironic twist, is going to be on an overdose awareness episode.
Okay. No, that's good.
That's to be
'Cause
focused
a
on,
day.
yeah, it's to be focused on alcohol, opiates, stuff like that. So mushrooms are safe,
Yeah,
but it is opiate or not opiate, just
they're
overdose.
actually used as a treatment for addiction, so
They
it's
do.
you could mention that.
Will be our quickest callback yet.
Yeah.
I think that should be out. I think we're doing, I don't know. We'll figure out when we're doing that, but that'll be out next week. But we appreciate everyone listening. Again, appreciate you coming on here.
And Willow with the W.
Yep. Willow says goodbye. She says squeak squeak.
Bye, Willow.
Squeak, squeak.
And for everyone else, thanks for listening and fucking send it.
Full fucking
Well,
send it.
send it.
Full friggin' send it.
Squeak, squeak.